Hey folks, DAP here. This is my previews video for July. Um, Previews number 358 for July 2018. Um, I wasn't expecting that. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was going to be a thing. Um, Along with I have the Marvel and the DC. Um, Previews this time around. So yay! So we're gonna get right to it. As usual, I have not watched Jason's or Vince's, um, so there probably will be some things that are on. I might mention things that they already have. In any case, um, page 44, Bully Wars by Scotty Young and Aaron Connolly. Two people who are just fantastic. They are great on their own. They're going to be phenomenal together. I am really looking forward to this one. Me the People by by Pia Guerra. I am enjoying her cartoons, her strips, her panels, I should say, from the nib. And since this person has become our president, the cartoons have been sharp and pretty to the point. So this may look, well, his image even says, like Lil Donnie. And Shit My President says from Shannon Wheeler, Lil Donnie from Mike Norton, of course. This may all look good together on the shelf. I think that's it for new and unique items from Image for me. There's the usual ongoings and minis like Mage, the Hero Defined, that that I'm getting anyway. Another thing I wasn't expecting, really looking forward to it, by John Layman and Sam Keith. This is on page 154. This is Batman the Max. I'm a Max fan, and seeing Sam Keith draw his creation and Batman, kind of a no-brainer for me. Something else that I really am thinking about. These are all things that I have dog-eared, that I am really interested in. I do not know, because I don't know what the DCBS discounts are yet. So I'm not sure if everything here is going to make it to my order, but these are things I'd like to see on my order, at least. This other item is Dick Tracy, number 1 by Lee and Michael Allred, and art by Rich Tommaso and Michael Allred. Like Bully Wars, you put a couple of creators on their own, and I'm usually going to check out what they're doing. But when you're going to put Allred's and Tommaso on something, I'm intrigued. And Dick Tracy is a character that I know from the comic strips, and I know from the Warren Beatty movie, of course, and the old serials from back in the day. So I'm willing to give this a shot. I am not sure what to look forward to. I don't know what to expect, I should say. I want to see how far it's going to stray from the strips, and see if it kind of stands on its own. We'll see. I'm interested. Something I've never read. Not because it's daunting, not because it seems overwhelming, just I never got around to it. From Hell. And this may now finally be the time to do it. You have From Hell Master Edition number 1. This is on page 178. I realize I'm not saying all the page numbers. Alan Moore, Eddie Campbell, fully colorized. This is part 1. A State of Darkness. We'll see. I am not. Um, I don't know how many volumes there will be of this. I haven't done the math, and I don't think it says here. This just contains the prologue and the first two chapters and all the original annotations. So I don't know what that translates to as far as what each volume will contain. So we'll have to see. That's on the list. The one trade paperback is also something I'm considering. I'm sorry, it's a hardcover by Rick Veitch. This is on page 181. Again, I'll see what the price is, but the real reason why I took this page out is for The Abyss. It is a hardcover. It is 80 pages. It's $40 retail. The Abyss is one of my favorite movies. It's one of my favorite sci-fi movies. There are a lot of... I think I enjoy the original version. I think. Because I remember another... I'm going to say I like the original. I kind of stick with the original version when I watch it. But I like everybody in the movie. I did not read this adaptation when it was originally released back in 1989. So now might be the time to do it. This is on page 182. From Lion Forge, this is on page 366. This caught my eye because of the preview pages, because of the solicit. The elevator pitch sounds pretty interesting. This is 272 pages, a trade paperback for $19.99. It's an original graphic novel. It is called Upgrade Soul by Ezra Clayton Daniels, and sci-fi. Kind of right there for me. So that's on the list. We'll see what happens. Also on the list, because I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to the new season, Doctor Who, the 13th Doctor, number 0. I have been keeping an eye on the prologues, the event, the issues leading up to the 13th Doctor that Titan has been putting out. So I like to see where it goes and where we end up. And another item from Titan. This looks Alien Covenant, David's drawings. This is $49.95 retail. It's a hardcover. It's 192 pages. Prometheus and Covenant, as dumb as the characters on that ship, the people on the Covenant were just, anyway, as dumb as those people were, it was still a very entertaining movie, and I like what it added to the Aliens franchise. So to see what David's drawings, to see what he drew, to see because we know, I'm not gonna spoil anything from the movie that's been out for over a year now, but I think it's been over a year. We know what David did. Those of us who saw Covenant, we know what happened in the 10 years between the two movies, and to kind of see something like this package that will kind of bridge the two movies and fill things in, I'm looking forward to it. That is definitely on the list. I need to see where it falls after all the numbers are crunched, but we will see. David's drawing definitely is something I wasn't expecting to see in this catalog, and was quite pleased when it did show up. Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 1. We're now in the Marvels previews. This is on page 33. Aside from the Free Comic Book Day issue, we have not discussed the new Amazing Spider-Man series, and I'm not going to do that here. This is written by Saladin Ahmed, I enjoyed Black Bolt. I haven't read a lot of Ahmed's work, so I'm always interested to see what other people do with Spidey, with how they take a stab at the character. And this particular solicit has to do with the symbiote. So, or symbiote, with the symbiote. So I am looking forward to. I'm going to say that a lot, I guess, tonight. But Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1 is definitely something I am interested in. And this is a shout out to our boy Tony Fleece, West Coast Avengers. He does a variant cover for the second issue. I may be buying a book for a variant cover. We'll see. We'll see. That's it as far as things that caught my eye on the Marvel side. For DC, yeah, I do want to know what the Sanctuary is. I am curious on Heroes in Crisis. This is on page 3 in the DC previews. And yes, because it's written by our boy Tom King. Yes, because it's drawn by Clay Mann. But what they've written here regarding the Sanctuary and this little fact sheet by Tom King has piqued my interest quite a bit. It is a 7-issue limited series, and I'm definitely reading the first issue. I'll see whether or not I continue getting the singles, or I just wait for the eventual collection in a few months. Absolute Day Tripper on page 61. This is by the brothers Ba and Moon. I never read Day Tripper. It's an oversight. It's something it's not intentional. I plan on it, and I may plan on it this way. So that's one item of interest, as is The Demon Hell is Earth. It's a trade paperback by Andrew Constant and art by Brad Walker and Andrew Hennessy. I like the look of Etrigan here. This collects the 6-issue miniseries. I have been a fan of Etrigan for a long time, more so because of the Matt Wagner limited series from the 80s. I mean, I was a fan of the character before then, but that really cemented my love of the character. Added to this is Madame Xanadu. So yeah, it looks, based on this cover and the solicit, it looks pretty interesting. Super Sons Omnibus by Tomasi, written by Peter J. Tomasi. You have art by Jorge Jimenez, Allison Borges, Carmine D. John Domenico, Paul Pelletier, and others. This collects Super Sons 1 through 16, Annual #1, Superman 10 and 11, and 37 and 38, Teen Titans 15, Super Sons Dino Mutt Special #1, and a story from the DC Rebirth Holiday Special Anthology. It may end up on my shelf. It's 608 pages. I'll check what the price is on that. That, I think, is pretty much it. I think Vince mentioned it was a pretty heavy month for him. That is very cool. I'm glad. I am kind of glad it's a little bit of a lighter month for me. There weren't a ton of new items. Some of the things that are new are a little on the pricier side for me. But in any case, that is my previews picks for July. I'm gonna get this up pre-all. I have to place my order. I have to do that. Shoot, not tonight. I'm gonna try to do it tomorrow, maybe during my lunch break, and definitely before we record. Thanks for watching, folks. We're done for now. We will be back for previews next month in August, hopefully earlier than it is this month. We'll see. Oh, at least the guys will have theirs done. I'm not. I guess I'm just Johnny come lately. That's it. I'm done. Good night, everybody.